be on the field today looking to do whatever it takes to give their team an advantage. It's the Browns going up against the Patriots. With that, we'll send you up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnidge. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he...
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three yards remaining here on second down. Brady to throw on second down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's been, shut down. I don't know what's going on.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And some room to roam now. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line. And momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I'll get you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommended they run it again.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Again, here's Blunt. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blunt, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed, but it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis taking it in. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second.
And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard, in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40.
Back.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
Now Griffin. He's got time. Looking for Barnidge, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find...
And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from a yard out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They begin with a run by Corral. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll come out in the pistol. Griffin gives to Corral on the draw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for it.
Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Blunt. And he's got room. Whoosh. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles. It is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. You got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. Now he'll throw with Brady. That is caught. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Still first down.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Blunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman from 3 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Gostkowski for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Heading out, it's the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. He's going to air one out. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On first down, Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And another juke. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it.
Got this leverage.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run with Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. On 3rd down, Griffin surveying the field underneath for Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Griffin going to give to Crowell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Griffin. And Barnidge has it on the right side. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Crowell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
stripped. Ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This is Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this game.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the shotgun, Griffin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Brady now on first down. Steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Brady going to throw. And he's got Bennett. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Fresh set of downs here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be first down, New England.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Blunt, the lone running back. Play clock winding down. And they'll give it to him here. Oh, the spin. Another spin. LeGarrette Blunt. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Martellus Bennett, 38 yards. And the Patriots continue to roll.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a loss.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. Going up top. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. Deep drop. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
4 down, 4 down. Wait, set, wait, 20. 58, boy, 58, 58,
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Being chased out left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time to step aside. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Blunt, the lone running back. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Martellus Bennett. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And the route is on here in this first half. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Silverado Trail Boss.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, flag, 32.
Second and 10 now. Griffin, a screen complete to Crowell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working.
There goes Martellus Bennett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Martellus Bennett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots continue to roll.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The point after try for Gostkowski. And the route is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Mostert now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. This is complete to Hawkins. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown out. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Griffin on 2nd down. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And he's brought down.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slip.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots have been airing it out in the first half. That has led to a sizable advantage on the scoreboard. The Browns secondary will need to step it up in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. 3rd down from inside the 10. Lewis is going to dart up the middle, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. He'll take the early advantage. 3rd down from the 13. The pass ends up being picked off. Butler's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. The Croc makes the grab in traffic. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Patriots up now by 14. Browns with the football midway through the first. Under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Ryans is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Here the pass goes into the end zone, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score, which takes the lead to 21. Patriots lined up at the 10. Lewis is going to take off here, and this run goes for a touchdown. Patriots way out in front. About halfway through the second quarter, Bennett's able to spin away here, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Patriots way out in front. 2nd and 2 coming up. Brady's on point with the throw, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The blowout rolls on. 1st and 10. Quick pass is complete, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. The Pats with a commanding lead. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Foxborough for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it gives the Pats a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have...
Beat him right there.
Chopped everything off.
Beat him right there. At the time, right there, so right there in that window. So I saw it when he started going. See, he started going that way. He trying to get back. See, if he would have gone the other way, then he would have been in position. But he the other way. That's what I'm throwing at.
To see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gostkowski for the point after. The play clock's running down. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They come up in an offset eye. And Griffin gives to Crowell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
About 35. Yeah.
They come out here in the eye.
Appreciate it.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A little midget. Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. On the counter, it's Crowell. And some room to work. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Crowell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Griffin going to give to Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. And that is incomplete. The tight end Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Back out for another drive comes LeGarrette Blount. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run.
So how long you've been pimping since what, the 80s?
No. I was born in 1966.
Okay.
I was inside my mama's belly. So my mama was a prostitute.
Okay.
My father was a prostitute.
Your father was.
I was inside my mama's belly, but she was still home on the road.
Damn.
In 1966.
Damn. So your mom was a prostitute here on this street.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Wait, 20, 58, boys, 58.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Griffin gives to Johnson on the draw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Coons back out now to kick this away after the made field goal. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
10 yards still left on second down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he dumps it off to Blount. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Play clock winding down. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Blount, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
second down following the run. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady to throw on second down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Mostert now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The play clock's running down. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay.
Delay of game.
No way.
Offense.
I'm going into this dispensary. If I needed something, so yeah, this shit
Still
is so
first down.
sketchy.
My bad, guys. My bad, guys.
Time running out here on the play clock. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line.
Delayed game, offense. Still first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Brady. Finding time. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Martellus Bennett, 47 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down and 4. Now a handoff to Crowell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
I like to compare hundreds of travel sites at once. I like to do things myself. No machine can
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Desmond Bryant, the one to get him down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Blunt, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And an alley to run. A solid stiff arm. Sheds a second man. LeGarrette Blunt. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt, 75 yards. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, Griffin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So the Patriots coming out now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So after the INT, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
You don't have to win the 40-yard dash to still have good mobility. How about him getting outside of the pocket, throwing on the run, and picking up a first down?
offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Christian Kirksey coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, and make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now. Griffin. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Turtles and rabbit. Oh, 1 rabbit. 3 turtles. Another turtle. Another turtle. There's turtles everywhere. And right outside the park.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Patriots. Offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. A gain of 6 there on first.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Brady throwing on second down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 12 yards on the pickup. And it'll give the Patriots a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gostkowski for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10. Once again, Griffin. A screen complete to Crowell. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Griffin now to throw on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense.
He said it's destroyed. This is crazy. As you can see, the smoke is getting extra thick over here. downs. This is where some of the fire got this part of the cliff, and it looks like there's a little fire over here smoldering still.
Defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Taking it about the 16. Oh, nice move. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they try the right side here. LeGarrette Blount, 30, 20. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, 62 yards. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's at least
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try to...
Dude, look at somebody's bike. Motorcycle here. Somebody's truck.
To find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Another pistol look here. On 3rd down, Griffin. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Blunt, the lone running back. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, he pulls over it. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Blunt, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. LeGarrette Blount, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Play clock winding down. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. The play clock's running down. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So the decision is they'll go again for 2, but this will be from the 12. And they will take a knee here. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went,
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Second down now after the incompletion. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Andre Hawkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
Miss an extra point.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Blunt, the lone running back. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll give it to him here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. give this time to the tailback. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delayed game, offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. Now Lewis. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game, but you don't want them to roll in with those big grins on their faces. So you want to come up with something right here, some type of a big play to dent that good move.
They'll be trying to not let that dent happen and go home happy. A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin backing up. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now out come the Patriots. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing, the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Gostkowski now converted for three. Now he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
It might be higher than that.
But shit in front of niggas like that every day, all day, I can do it. I got the whole, I had all because I just felt comfortable. It could have been better for me. A better experience. You ever seen somebody wig out on their mojo in there? Yeah. Don't strip the top to itself, run into a fucking wall. Yeah, I've seen them come to try to get that fucking, what it is, shocking, tasers, get the motherfuckers down, and the motherfucking tasers up, and niggas still get up and still around. Yeah, I've seen them wigged out on some shit like, man, I've seen motherfuckers wigged out with some shit mushrooms, you heard? Yeah, they got shrooms. I've seen motherfuckers wigged out with some mushrooms. And I thought, this motherfucker had me convinced shit was in that bitch because I thought I was saying what he was saying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Niggas started cracking the fucking glass to the other side, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit. Hands fucked up and everything. I see that shit. Oh, you fucking want to punch him? Mario fucking cases on them drugs. You know better than that. We don't get high enough. For the love of God, I just don't know how you want to get high. Round motherfuckers you don't know. You know what I'm saying? They out there shooting best friends behind their heads in the car with them. Imagine what they doing in that bitch. Yeah. Stabbing you up on the left and the right side. Shit. Damn, man. Any, meeny, mighty, mo, that's how it be a wreck call. Any, meeny, mighty, mo. Take a nigga by town. If you had let it go, any, meeny, mighty, mo, your turn. Be definitely. I try to run my ass off to them fucking kids sometimes. Hey, what niggas do on their birthday is Christmas? Look stupid. That's the real shit. Motherfuckers don't get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Hey, motherfuckers make them mold it, make them nice, look mold it. Get headphones on his head. Shut up for your birthday. Yeah, everything good is there. And if you everybody to go out there, you can't get that birthday. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got some cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? You have all down to the street for 3 ways down. Might do a couple of hours up in there, and then they stressed out, eat all that stuff. Real shit, you know? I think about it. Yeah. The birthday, it's a bit of time like that, my birthday. My birthday, I got to Real shit, brother. And that's when you see them, this It's just a different set of niggas calling me up and I had that's real bad. Real shit. God damn, man. That's fucked up, bro. Very pretty fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. God damn, bro. Yeah. I've been through it, though. Shit, man. You get through it. I don't look for one child sometimes hungry as a motherfucker. Left out that bitch hungry as a motherfucker. Because I used to have to watch motherfuckers eat my shit, bro. I used to have to watch this shit. Because I didn't know about a lot of shit. And I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think of money on the table that a nigga was gambling. I said, I want in. I want safe. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that they said, I'll pay up. Do this bad shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, bro. I didn't know, bro. I can see how you survived all that time in there. Like, someday, like you just said, you were hungry, you go to child and take you food. That child, you order your foods, commentary. Like, what I'm saying is, how you survive, like, how you, maintain, like, you seem like, did you come to some type of point to make you say, okay, time to defend myself? Yeah, when a nigga was asleep, I even can, I might have another, when a nigga was asleep, I know I ain't had nothing that had to hit me. Nigga, I'm telling you, what the fuck I went through, it's real. It ain't no fucking part about what I never had time to do it. It ain't no giving them time when they were doing it. You know what I'm saying? Some days I might go and I might eat breakfast that moment. Some days I go that nigga might take my child that moment. Some days I might go to lunch, I might eat it. It was a consistent thing, but I just never knew when it was back. You know what I'm saying? But I know on good days, like chicken days, I know not to look past the chicken. You know what I'm saying? I know not to look past the chicken. I know the bird has flown. So you wouldn't get no chicken on chicken? Oh, man, I used to watch them niggas eat chicken. Man, them niggas eat mouse face. That's some of the best things to eat. We used to have some motherfuckers. They come back with my shit in their hand, wrapped around, making rollers with my shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get comfortable making rollers until I got the fucking break to that shit, you know what I'm saying? Every time I got to eat a motor, but I always got to share my motor. Fuck a moment. That's why I make up here now at home. I ain't got to share with nobody on my fucking kid. So your mind frame was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to just deal with what I got to deal with. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, man. That's why I say every day never was the same day. Every day, when you think it got better, somewhere throughout that next day, it got worse. Yeah. Something throughout that day fucked up. Somebody got us crossed over. Somebody got an ass for. Something just to fuck up that day. But I was always in the front of me being that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that was me at the right place at the right time because it's always me at the bad place at the bad time. It's back to the bad place. Yeah. So someone went right, I just got ass for. Yeah. And some assholes you couldn't get right up, you know. But some assholes they help you get up. Yeah. Get your ass to some up. Yeah. Some of that shit like it's really entertaining till it gets to your turn. You know what I'm saying? But that's in jail, period. Everything is fight. Everything results to their fight. Yeah. That's why I said there's no respect. Because you can't see how every day 4 or 5 fights breaking out. Yeah. The motherfuckers you don't even know. Yeah. What you doing talking to motherfuckers you don't know? So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, your setting is a different thing. Because you in the cell with them. Yeah. Kind of two-man cell. Yeah. In the cell with the bitches. So eventually you'll cross in and talk with jokes on chop it off with some shit. But you and them should be cool, you think? Yeah. But fuck, he got a nigga coming in that bitch tomorrow. And man, this dog cool as a motherfucker. Yeah. This dog cool with him, but he don't like you. Yeah. So the dog telling him, man, it's fucked up. So you get a nigga high over. They try to come in and check a nigga. Yeah, because he already told you they said it pussy. Yeah, so ain't nothing. You ever was with a cell, it was a two-man cell, huh? Yeah. K-wing, M-wing, N-wing. The two-man cell, they lock, the doors locked at night? violate with one of your cellies, and when the door was locked, y'all ever got into it and fight? You couldn't get out.
Like, for the love of God, it was too many cells I was in. It was like,
because I heard about some story about the 2-man cells. Niggas took you bad.
Like, you're in too many cells. I never been as bad as the twins. I was always with Craig, St. Clair, me, a bunch of other niggas that really was trying to just get out.
Yeah.
But you could be in a 2-man cell late at night when it's closed, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they wake up the next morning and you be dead. And,
Yeah.
and nigga ain't wanna know what the fuck they saying. That niggas hold your mouth.
Yeah.
Nigga beat you up. Because you comfortable in that bitch.
Yeah.
And when you comfortable in that bitch, you relax. And you can sleep.
Yeah.
I never was to the point where, nigga, I ain't never. I'm telling you, niggas, I used to have one of my eyes like this. I nigga close my eyes and said I couldn't see. But I ain't never been to the point where I've been comfortable.
Yeah.
But the 2-man cell is dangerous. Because you could be in that bitch with a psychotic motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you not knowing the bitch psychotic because the daytime you look like everything normal. Nighttime I done heard me, nigga, get him out of this bitch. Nigga then try to kill himself.
Damn.
You were the nigga away from killing himself, so nigga then try to get on your head. I done heard niggas holler in the nights like this. But I done seen niggas on the side of my cell looking to the day, bro. Nigga just really fight. And nigga hollering out loud, deputy, shake the gate. Ain't nobody coming to the rescue. Nigga, everybody come to the rescue. Nigga in the corner stand up, I'm looking at the nigga stand up. I'm saying, God, please don't let nothing like that happen to me. Please don't let nothing happen to me.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Please don't let nothing happen to me. I'm looking like that. But just because you praying, don't feel shit going to work out in your favor. Say, God got a funny way to answer your prayers. And I'm saying, it happens. And bro, I came into the cell with a dude full of alcohol, just came online. Full of alcohol.
But he just got arrested?
Yeah. Just full of alcohol. They bought that bitch online. And it was like late at night, about 11, 12 o'clock. They bought a nigga online with a 2-man cell. One of my cells just checked out to go in front to go up the road. They brought a nigga right in. And you know what I'm saying? I thought I was a king because I finally got the bottom bump.
Yeah, you got
It takes a lot to get the bottom bump.
Yeah.
You just don't get it. So, but I felt comfortable enough because it's a 2-man cell. And plus, I had no setting, and the gate was closed, so I got me a bottom bump. So, to the big rack bag, and one of that big rack bag, and the motherfucker coming in, smelled like nothing but alcohol came in that bitch.
Man.
Real shit. But he's the kind of dude looked like he been in there before. But I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just smelling alcohol, damn nigga, bomb on the street, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Nigga talking about, where you gonna put my bed? Put that bitch up there, dog. I felt comfortable in that because I thought that was that type of dude.
Yeah.
Nigga trying to, bitch, get that shit off that fucking bed. You know what the fuck? Nigga flashing out in that bitch. I ain't got nothing in this bitch to drink and all that. And you ain't there. What the fuck?
He come in that bitch flashing out on it.
Got off the line. I was out of deputy. Man. Remember this shit? Everybody ain't know nothing about it, dude. But I thought I had me one.
Yeah, you thought you had it.
Yeah, I thought I had the bottom bump and everything. Real shit. You have to care why would I let the gate closed? So I just light put my shit to the top and jump to the top.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Damn.
It was rough. You ever been on the road and you ain't got nothing but bumps on that bitch and nothing but bumps?
Man.
That's how that bitch hurt, dude.
Man, you had a time on that motherfucker.
Yeah. A lot of fucked up time.
God.
Hey, bro. I remember I used to be sitting there, getting my mail and reading my mail. Starting to feel a little better and shit like that. Niggas standing up behind. Oh, that bitch fucking cheap down here. Nigga, your mom was on it. Nigga, you reading my mail.
He driving you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You toasting out with me. Niggas sitting there looking at your pictures and shit right here. Checking off on you got a lot. You're not prepared for the shit that goes on in there. I don't give a fuck, bro.
The penitentiary, that's a whole nother world.
You can live out here easy. You take the roughest and the toughest and the darkest nigga, put him in that bitch there.
Yeah.
Put him in that old motherfucker. Break him in like you broke me in. You know what I'm saying? Them bitches ain't give me no slack. You threw me in that bitch without no rule books and no nothing. Like I said, I didn't know when the phone hanging upside down. That mean, nigga, put them bitches down for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that bitch. I didn't know when this bitch was flipped upside down like this and not hanging like this.
Yeah.
I didn't know they mean the same fucking thing. I didn't know if I pick up that phone, I didn't know niggas was have me in my fucking head. I'm trying to call home and tell my people I'm all right. You know that shit. Ask me, do I know or not?
Yeah.
You fucking right, I know it. Fuck them phones. I'm waiting till I'm not touching no fucking phone, man. Fuck
the phone.
I know if I go in that bitch today or tomorrow, I know if all them bitches hanging up there, I'm not touching no phone. No. And I know not to tell a nigga what it means too. Nigga ain't tell me a motherfucking thing.
So you ain't supposed to tell
I ain't gonna tell him. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
About niggas. I wanna see. If I ever go back, I wanna see a nigga go to like that. You ain't supposed to tell him shit. That's like telling a motherfucker, you trying to get a dick and you riding the car somebody, you praying to get a wreck. You ain't telling a nigga that the homie got his shot. Real shit. That homie got his shot. Man, you ain't supposed to tell a nigga that.
Right.
They ain't tell me that, bro. They ain't tell me that, man. You gonna wake up without your pillow under your head a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Nigga feel like he ain't comfortable enough. He needs your pillow. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
They ain't tell me that.
You ever got stabbed in?
I ain't saying I got stabbed, but I got cut. I got cut.
That was on a one-on-one fight, or that was
Actually, that was me trying to get away.
you trying to get away from the fight.
I was in the fucking up the road with that Calhoun. And I was fighting with the dude. I don't know why I was fighting with the dude, but when we just went in that bitch, it was dark, had a bunch of cloud of smoke. They was smoking cigarettes out, they was smoking in there. And I don't know if I put my shit on this bed, trying to climb up to get in my bed. Nigga grabbed me down, started tearing on me in.
Yeah.
Yo, just about to shut in, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing, I don't know what it was, I grabbed his razor off his bed. And I was trying to, So, I had to go lie and tell people I was trying to kill myself.
Yeah.
Because I ain't want to tell them people.
That's a big ass scar, man.
Yeah, I got this bitch in Calhoun.
God damn.
The only thing they did was wrap it around. First tattoos out there, shit and all that shit. But I had to, in order to get these here, I had to send the money to the nigga account because I didn't want niggas to see me have money. Shit on my stove. So I paid for a tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
That was in prison, though.
Yeah. These said Calhoun.
Okay, now, did things change? Because, there was Baton Rouge Parish Prison we just talked about. So when you got up, the road to the other penitentiary, did things, I know you said it wasn't as much drama, but like, as for fights, you ever built up in
No, there was different type of niggas out there. Fuck, I couldn't do that with them. Because these niggas, it was ruthless.
Yeah.
These type of dudes out here, bro.
Yeah.
They come from everywhere.
Yeah, they come from everywhere.
And it's a lot of, and a lot of these niggas look different and meaner than a lot of these other niggas you been around.
Yeah.
So a lot of niggas, you ain't gonna try to fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck no, because they got these niggas in big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas real penitentiary niggas. And what's makes so bad, you still got Baton Rouge following you where you go.
Yeah.
So they like I'm going to act like I'm hard and I'm
Yeah.
the whole fucking time. No, man, that nigga Marlon, milk bag. He cutting up like this. Let me show you that nigga pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, I ain't want it.
God damn.
Yeah, that shit bothers you, bro. Is it bad credit bothering you? It bothers you. And I was just there with myself. I just wanted to live, bro. I just wanted to live and do my time and just get home. But I'm telling you,
they give you a hard time, man.
That's just what the fuck they say when you're doing time in EPR Parish, you're doing hard time. I did hard time mentally, physically, emotionally.
Damn.
Hey, bro. I sit there and think about some shit, bro. And sometimes that shit just pop in my head. I be thinking sometimes this shit still be going on mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I see dudes sometimes, man, I just turn the other way. I don't want to see no fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't too fucking, I don't want to be around them.
Yeah.
I've been around you motherfuckers all my life. Anything you can tell me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you come out that bitch. Because I can tell you the best one in the here. Stay the fuck out. That bitch is traumatizing. You tell a nigga why they call it baby ain't cold, it's a fucking reason. How many other prisons you see they call that bitch then? You ain't never hear a bitch call that bitch. Hey, what other prison you know wrong in that bitch? I mean, me personally. That's why I say I can't tell a nigga what the best prison is, but I can tell you what the worst is. And it's these Baton Rouge prison. There's no country in this shit.
You've been in 6-7 different prisons. None of them was worse than Baton Rouge.
No. Man, some of them other prison you can live, but you can't live. In this bitch shit, you can't live if you're from this bitch. They talking about they calling that nigga good. Show me. I don't understand. Show me out of lie. Fuck you say my stories ain't real, mate. Show me how brought that picture. Take the camera with him inside. Yeah. And let me see how your mornings wake up in. You know what I'm saying? Come out here from on Texas. Yeah. Let me catch you. I seen many of them bitches trying to get back to their states. Yeah. Call their parents trying to ship back up. You know, expedite and shit. Now, he's back with then you go, no fucking way. You stuck, bitch.
You stuck in that bitch.
You stuck. And when you stuck, they gonna show you stuck. But they gonna walk you through that whole motherfucker. Real shit.
God damn, bro.
I was scared to call home and tell my girl, I need the money. They gonna say, you better call, but you gotta pay. You gotta pay. We go let you use the phone out there. Hey, baby, how you doing? Everything all right, huh? You think you see me $34? You know what I'm saying? Gotta kill the conversation.
Yeah, you got
Because I gotta save time on here to make a 3-way call for this nigga.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you call time for me? I mean, something. And I talked 4 minutes. He got to talk the rest of the 13, 12.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I call my old lady back. I got to make another call for another nigga. So I'm going to let me make another call. Nah, I ain't be that long. Nigga looking at me, you know, swole up and shit like that. I was small. Shit like that. Okay, dog, make this call. Because in my mind, I'm thinking I'm getting cool with you. And I'm thinking you going to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm making this call for this nigga. Yeah, making this call for these niggas. Because I'm thinking I'm going to be everybody's dog, their homeboy and shit like that. Now a nigga looking forward every day for me to make that call. If I don't make that call, then guess what, man? You got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you got to get shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to check out.
You ain't getting no breaks in bad.
No. Nigga, I'm telling the breaks nigga got when I got to pull up the cameras. Boy, when they bring you back, it's like bringing you back. And then they always bring you back, they take you on a line that you always checked off on first or second, you know what I'm saying? One you got your ass for real good, and niggas still remember you on that line. Damn. Tell that nigga get the fuck off here. No problem. I'm gone. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get to the game before that bitch even close, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, man, these niggas ain't down until I ain't been in this bitch in a month or something. I gotta come back and go to court or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga still in the same fucking same thing waiting on a nigga like me.
Yeah.
But I can't say they pray on the weak. I can't say it. Because they knew I was weak.
Yeah.
Like that mentally. You know what I'm saying? They knew I was, but I see them do the same thing to the other niggas. That's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was no picks and choose.
Yeah. Ain't no picks
and choose. Because if you didn't fit in, you didn't fit in. And if you didn't fit in, they're going to let you know you ain't fit in.
But people got to know, this shit ain't fair. Everybody ain't built like that.
Nigga ain't benefiting nothing off of you in that bitch. That know you niggas out to kill you, out to take you out, out to fuck over. You got to know the difference. Man, ain't no friends in that bitch.
Right.
If you ain't, no, man, you can come in a nigga with your best friend from the street. He click up with the other niggas, that's all that shit gonna do.
Yeah.
Real shit. And that what makes it so scary. Because it ain't about who you with and who you know or who you hang around. How that shit come out the way that shit gonna do.
Yeah.
If my nigga don't like you, that's bottom line. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm gonna let him get on you.
Right.
And that's how it is. If a nigga wanna intervene in like that, nigga, if I'm helping you fight, then let me know some shit.
Yeah.
Let me know how you from me, or you know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking tight with you. But what's the chances of you being too tight with a nigga there? So if a nigga fight with you and fight with you, the nigga fight. That's fair, fuck that.
God damn.
Man, I used to think about my pill call. I used to do what the motherfucking niggas do in pill call.
We used to go down and pill.
Man, pill call is fucks you up. sometimes you really see a woman or female come down with a tickle. And I don't give a fuck how she look. She always look like that bitch you had in your mind. Because that's the only bitch come out. And they had this one big old huge motherfucker. She used to come out. And man, I swear, but everything that say they don't like big women is a goddamn lie. Yeah. This bitch was like 300 or 400 pounds. Goddamn. And when she walk, her head shook both sides. And I used to be looking at them niggas be like, man, I'm gonna get to the phones. Yeah. And get the jacket out and that shit. I was trying to get to us so I could see what they jacket out from. You know what I'm saying? Man, her ass so big. And when she had a pick out, now it's just the way she sounds. So sexy. But I knew I couldn't get to her because you got 1,000 other dudes up there to that kick. And she ain't gonna never see me. Because you gotta be a gangster to get to the front. And you know, all the other niggas, the leftovers to the back. So maybe if I throw my hand up, I can say, hey. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully when she call my name for my pills, I can get my pills. But I think our niggas still right there looking at me, see if I'm trying to holler at her. But see if she trying to holler at me so they get on the fucking spot. Yeah. We in the same fucking spot. How? You know, real shit. But it's the point when you get a chance to see them niggas. And then the guards, the female guards come down here, they completely different. Yeah. They stick their head because they know they got niggas out there trying to. Hey, all right, John, you can put that shit up. Real shit. They know what's going on. Yeah, man. It's the shit you be seeing, you don't be expecting to see this shit. You know, it's never that you expect to see this shit. But everything about it, ain't nothing about it pussy. Ain't nothing about that prison pussy. We established that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I established that. Ain't nothing about it pussy. And bro, like I tell motherfuckers, describe it as like Nightmare on Elm Street. You gonna watch that bitch for the first time, you seen Freddy Krueger come out. You ran. Yeah. I ran. I ran all through that bitch, man. But I ain't saying there's nothing to brag on, but I'm bragging on the two niggas that I was able to save my life running through that bitch. I survived. Man, I took licks. I'm telling you, I took licks. I took the worst, man, the words some of the motherfuckers talk to you, man, it's like they drill some, you bitch ass motherfucker. You put it up and get about it. I see motherfuckers slapping phones out of motherfuckers' hand. I just see motherfuckers, you know, I just seen all this shit, but to be next to it, witnessing this shit, it's a different story, bro. You actually got to be there, but I ain't saying be there, but if you ever be there, you'll know that shit ain't for you. But me telling you that shit ain't for you, it might not be enough. So take a ticket. Take a journey.
God damn, bro. And what you got to say to the people like in the comments? People say you should have set your example and that or something. Yeah. Should have caught you one slipping or something.
See, the point is setting an example. You gotta be made an example. See, and me being made an example was a good move to set no example. So I did set a good example for the other ones who don't want all the ass and shit. Get your ass up, run, get to the gates, and holler deputy. That's the best example I could tell you. Because if you stay in that bitch, that's the worst example you gonna have. That's you, not me. Real shit, that's you, not me. Fuck, that's the best example I can give you. See how you do on that. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Well, that's part 4, man. Marlon Pee Wee Joseph, Nitty TV, Baton Rouge Prison Stories, man. Y'all just stay tuned. Part 5 coming soon. Yeah. And we out, man. See you later. Tell them people where to find you at, man. Y'all can catch me on Marlon Pee Wee Joseph. Y'all can catch me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube page, Marlon Pee Wee Joseph. I'm on Instagram. I'm really trying to be on everybody's platform. That's what I'm trying to be. Yes, sir. Other than that, y'all stay safe, bro. Stay tuned. I'm ready. We about to turn up. Hold up. We about to turn up. Hold up. We about to turn up. We about to turn up. We about to turn up. Send up. Send up. They don't know how to act. Hold up. We about to turn up. We about to turn up. We about to turn up. Hold up.
show no mercy. Back in the building, man.
Okay.
We went live on the last one. We had to get back at it.
And I so appreciate you popping back up on me, man. It's been a blessing, man. It's been a blessing. So enjoy you being here, man. Let's
get to it, man. Let's get to it, man.
Let's go.
What's the definition of a real?
Loyalty is everything.
Loyalty is everything.
Definition of real nigga, loyalty is everything. That's my thing. It's hard to find loyalty. Definition of a is loyalty, from beginning to end. Something that's hard to find. Find just like a real bitch hard to find. Like a real woman hard to find. You know what I'm saying? Like digging through the trash nowadays. You keep digging in the trash, you might find something at the bottom.
Right.
Your trash, my treasure. Loyalty, everything. Real nigga. When I went to Ferguson unit, Tales from a crib, right off the crib. I'm just ready to. No time for play.
Stories, man. Got the stories, man.
When I went to penitentiary, I thought all the real niggas was in the penitentiary.
Right.
That's why I thought the real niggas was there. But I found out more bitch niggas in there than it was real niggas. When I went to Ferguson, no disrespect, but niggas know what I'm gonna say. Shit that I ever said. A whole bunch of bitch niggas there. A handful of real niggas. A whole bunch of bitch niggas there in the penitentiary when I got there. In my eyes.
Right.
There's a handful of real niggas. When I left there, a whole bunch of real niggas. A handful of bitch niggas.
Right.
When I got there, a whole bunch of bitch niggas. A handful of real niggas. I realized this is a place where I thought all the real niggas was at. This is a place where I thought these niggas coming here and these niggas on shit. When I found out these niggas wasn't what. When I walked in the penitentiary, I expected, the first day there, I expected to get checked off the real. The place that I went, the stories, the horrifying stories that I heard about this penitentiary, ever since I was 84 and 83 and 81, my big brother was on there. He was on Ferguson in 83 and 84. He did time on Ferguson. Got caught up in a ride, a stabbing. So he always tell me stories about Ferguson unit. He made it sound like a horrible-ass place. Shit, a place I never in the world wanted to go. Shit. Well, never. When he went to prison here, I was still in school. I was still trying to get out of high school. I had a lot going on. But prison was the last thing on my mind. Shit. That was just him fucking up. I wasn't thinking about no shit like that. Never knowing down the years I end up in this place.
Right.
And he called a hellhole. By the time I made it there, we had already switched to an STG unit, which made it security threat group units. This motherfucker was nothing but gladiators. The bottom of the bro, we call that bitch Killer Getters out. Why we call it that? Because when you're on that bitch, no way off there. Nobody gonna come rescue you. Ain't nobody gonna come save you. You can write your mama, the governor, the president of the United motherfucking States. Once you land on Ferguson, oh shit, there ain't no way out there. You get off that bitch 2 ways in an airplane and in a body bag, they zipping your ass up. That's how you get off. You come in that bitch, they have your motherfucking face or your neck cut out. Then they say, well,
right.
Just can't, well, hey, my life is today. But anyway, when I ended up on Ferguson, when I found out Ferguson was what they thought it was, nobody checked me when I got there. I said to myself, when I walked in the door and I went up there and I threw my bags in my cell, I said, y'all go in your cell and get to know the place and figure it out. So I went up there and I threw my shit on the button. I let the doors roll and I went right back down to the day where I said, right after that. You walk in, square business. The way you walk in is the way you leave out.
Right.
No, I walked in, square business. I don't know tough man shit. I just want niggas to know I'm real. This is how I get at it. You understand me? Why? If you don't prove yourself off the wheel, you have to figure you out. I don't want nobody to figure me out.
Right.
I don't want no niggas around me trying to sniff around me. Now, walking this bitch back down, I ran back downstairs. I met a nigga named Reggie. So Reggie out of Dallas, Texas. I see he's the first nigga I ran up on. He was a big nigga. I'm looking, I said, that her big. So since I thought he was a big nigga, I said, I said, what? I said, oh yeah. I said, we're gonna check in. I'm checking it. I came all of this way. I done made it to the big leagues. Nigga, I work hard to get her. You know how many penitentiary institutions I've been in to get this motherfucker? Yeah. I done made it to the big leagues now. I gotta come here acting like I deserve just like a player on the field.
In the pro.
I went through the juvenile. I ain't never been to juvenile. I done been through enough bullshit in the streets to make it to where I went. To make it to a place where niggas told me you never want to be a person. First. You get up, chest that.
Yeah.
You get up, chest that, and run that way. Say real niggas. And I walked in there. And I didn't see no realness in these niggas' eyes. I said, but you bitch niggas in there.
Right.
These niggas ain't real niggas. These niggas ain't loyal niggas. These snake niggas. These snake in the grass niggas. You know what I'm saying, big homie? It's not what it's cut out to be. When you say the definition of a real nigga, real nigga that'll help you. A real nigga is a nigga when you do get pulled over in a car and the dope and shit get found in the motherfucking car. The laws asking who dope is this? Nobody want to claim it. Nobody want to claim it. And nobody say nothing. That's a bitch nigga.
Right.
The law say who dope is nigga say. You don't say nothing. Oh nigga. And the law what's a real nigga? When niggas say cuz I got a lie from nobody. That's my shit.
Right.
My shit. Yeah, all this shit is mine. Y'all gonna go on there. Y'all know that. A bitch nigga let everybody go to jail and tell you don't say nothing. A real nigga gonna say something. He say we ain't gonna let nobody go. He go back on. That's my shit.
Yeah, nigga.
Then the nigga say you snitching when you don't say nothing. But who snitching when you don't say nothing? You let everybody in the car go to jail. You don't show shit. But they keep it real. Nah, it's mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a real nigga.
That's a real nigga.
Alright.
Gotcha. Man, what's the worst beatdown you seen on Ferguson unit? Like they jump on the nigga ass and you was like, God damn.
First beat down on Ferguson, Big Homie Deuce, man. Big Homie Deuce out of Fort Worth, Texas, fell off the with a jacket on his back. They came in there and opened up some cold cases in the street, and ended up hitting the unit full of killers that knew the situation in the street. Matter of fact, he landed on the unit with two niggas who had snitched on that was in there, you know. The cats had life sentences. You know what I'm saying? Them cats had a lot of time behind his testimony, behind his turning in, behind cases that was closed. Open up. I mean, I'm talking about something that they got away with. Guns tried to get some time, reduced off his shit, and opened their cases. He ended up on the unit with 2 cases. What you think gonna happen to him?
Hey.
Worst beatdown when he tried to tell me, cuz I need to talk to you. I guess y'all already know my chair in the penitentiary was a 5-star general. I won the highest ranking game members over there, nothing to brag on, but at the same time I held the seat over there doing what I do, and I was over there enforcing it. My job is come strictly for violence. If it wasn't about no violence, don't talk to me. I don't want to make no, I'm not there for no fucking white towels and Peach Street to talk. Y'all hoes go, the bitch nigga that ride the bitch. You got niggas that ride the bitch, you got some niggas that's in the game.
Yeah.
The niggas that ride the bitch, they always gonna call the shot, but they don't know what it feel like to be. Niggas, when I went to a prison where old niggas didn't have no say, young niggas ran it.
Right.
Even my age, I was already old school nigga. I was like, goddamn, I'm old school nigga. But I found out, I started looking around, how the young niggas was doing the old school niggas. I said, shit, I better step my game up, cause we gonna treat you the same way. And I didn't want to be treated like that. So I was known as one of the old young niggas. Yeah, I was doing what old niggas got mad at me. They let me. Now they gonna do you like that. They gonna do shit to me. I just sit there and ride the bitch. Young niggas ready to get y'all out the bitch.
Right.
You know niggas ain't ready to play like them. Young niggas playing the disrespect over there. They run out. I tell old niggas, y'all better stay y'all ass after presentation with them. What? So many young niggas get in trouble for them talking. Them just the one we hear about. Think about the one we don't hear about. Man, that motherfucker, hey man, they didn't hit a lick. Doing the crack cocaine epidemic, they hit a lick on society, on our race. You know what I'm saying? That shit played out. The drugs ain't played out, but they found out the younger ones, cause other we left over that generation. Now what we gonna do? We can pause them through anything. Boy, good thing. They got them talking. They hit the drugs so cold that they don't even put drugs on the street no more. The drug is in your hand right there. You got the best drug in the world. Look at Red Tuff. Yeah. And Red Tuff is the most addictive thing in the world right now.
Yes.
Niggas can't go without it. Gotta have it. Better have it. I know niggas that ain't no drugs. Gotta have it. That's the baddest drug in your hand right there. That motherfucker is the most mind-altering chemical there is. You hear me? Hello.
Right.
Talk to me. See, people don't look at it like this. They looking for something to put in, something to smoke, something to shoot, something to run. They looking for the bullshit, the basic shit. That's what gets you on the basic shit. And they make it easier for you to keep it on. At the same time, that's how I feel on that nigga.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Man, there's a lot of shit going on. Last time we talked.
Okay.
You know, with all this, a lot of snitching type of shit been going on.
What?
Speculate. A whole lot, man. Like, what's a snitch? Let's break down what a snitch really is.
I might don't really, a nigga that tells something that you know, a snitch is a nigga that tells something that you don't tell. A nigga that's telling something, he just gonna tell you. A snitch gonna tell behind your back, and he gonna tell it on you, gonna tell you in your face. Yeah, was it right here? Right here. It's gonna be wait till it be.
Right.
So, it was good right there. I don't even talk about Charles. I know who I talk about. Right here on Nitty TV. I know who this is. Shout out to yeah, you nigga. Start looking at me, nigga. Ain't the camera. Start looking at me. I know I bring him out every now and then. I really don't even bring this my first time. Fucked up it. Go on, eyeball, don't start. Camera. God damn, fucked up. I got him in public. You know, Brandon, he look at him, he little shy. He ain't weak today. You ain't even weak at y'all today. My bad. But anyway, I brought eyeball that because I like to congratulate. I like to give eyeball a Nobel Peace Prize right now. He show he started something moving that I thought would never, ever. Don't start me. Please don't start. You know what? I'll talk to you. Let me talk to eyeball later. Hold on. Let me talk to Needy now. But Needy, I see he ain't gonna let me get it out.
Nah.
He ain't gonna let me. Let's give a shout out to eyeball. He started a movement that I thought would never catch fire. He started a movement I thought would get everybody. He started a suicide movement. I thought, as a real nigga, man, he broke up a couple of times. He broke up with man, but he started a movement that I thought would like wildfire. And I thought America basic. You understand me? So, but what I'm saying, he started a movement I thought would never, ever. He deserved a Nobel Peace Prize for people he started because of, you gotta call him a God. What is a God? A God is something that's created. God is a creator of things. He created something that I thought would never in my book that I would be able to see. I'm glad that, man, I'm telling y'all, man, God has allowed me to see a lot of things. I didn't see 25 twice. I didn't see Bang go and come back around. I see Air Force go and come back around. I seen a lot of shit. You know. That's where I got them. Let me tell you what he did, though. All right. Don't stop me there. I got to get ready to get this card right. I got to kill my head. Man created. It's hard to find out what's next. That's you know. But it really says with this thing. It's hard. Watch this. Charles, pull up to the. I'm right here right now at the Turner County Fort Worth Police Department. Right here, and I'm telling them, OG Person, Calvin, and then on Little John Street, said that you niggas will not sell no weed today. Everybody see that video. You niggas will not be selling no weed on Little John today. And then that nigga apologize. No weed right here. He was waiting to tell some guy the report. Now, that nigga tell you how the report gonna go, what's gonna happen after the report. When you put it on, your nigga look like, this nigga ain't thing. See, he did it in public. He was like, shit. Go ahead, look at your good, young dude. You know, niggas snitching on the all-time high right now. Shit, if y'all thinking all brothers getting caught up, ain't nobody gonna tell it no more. Shit. Charles can get away with it. I mean, Eyeball can get away with it. Like he doing and still walking around like, hey, if American gangster can get away with it, he back home too right now? No. I don't think no. My thing is this, y'all, if you don't want to say nothing, don't get yourself in. Right. You niggas don't want to end up on that stand with your head up like this, point at the nigga saying, they ain't go right there. In the courtroom with you right now. Yes, he is. You got to. You have to put it to that state right there on the stand. Magic. I told y'all, I ain't never seen magic in my life. I don't believe in real magic, but I seen a dog. You didn't get to be safe. But hey, Eyeball has made it. Hey man, an all-time high right now, Eyeball. I got to congratulate Charles. He has made snitching.
Snitching like a normal. Right?
Not snitching. You have changed the definition. Niggas is telling you now. Yeah. We seen the nigga in the courtroom. In such and such a game. Yeah. God damn. Yeah. Nigga, he ain't wait. She wouldn't even finish the sentence yet. Yeah. God damn. What's gonna happen? There's gonna be some publicity on the internet. Niggas gonna talk about it, blow his name up. You're gonna make a couple million off your views. You niggas just talking about it.
Hey, look.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Okay, the guy, Bill Migo. Okay. You heard about that one?
What happened to him? One got slapped?
Got his jury took from
him. Yeah. Walking around like he took.
So Charleston told him to call 911 on the people that took his jury. Don't throw your life away trying to retaliate, because you're still going to get some pussy if you snitch.
You hear me? Say, look, man, say, man, niggas getting their jury took, and, niggas getting their life took. Right. And niggas ain't talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that jury, they gonna get that back overnight. Fuck the charges. These niggas out here, they ain't telling about niggas getting found on the side of the road. Shout out to my young niggas on the south side, Fort Worth, Texas. They found 4 young niggas in the car around there. Nobody see shit. Don't think you niggas talking about these niggas on these motherfucking big home. Not no disrespect to me to nobody, but this nigga, that's all he talking about is Charleston and Migo. And this nigga in court and YSL and Charles Gangster people. They ain't talking about the kids. They're not every motherfucking week over. Right. R.I.P. to the Prince, man. R.I.P. to them Prince, man. R.I.P. to them 4 kids that found that car and we didn't know what they were doing. Nobody said, one of them kids on 19 years old shot up in their car, couldn't even identify their face. That nigga got guns out here, we can't see. People like got them on. One bullet to do that shit. You imagine they hit you with a whole round in less than 30 seconds. Less than 5 seconds. Right. Yeah, they got shit like that. They got shit you shoot at the motherfucker like bullets flying out that way. Nigga, I'm running. What the fuck? I think, fuck the gun. Now I got a little pocket rocket. I don't even know me. Little pocket rocket. That's just to spur you off. Bah! Boom! You got a warning shot and I got a scared shot. That's all I got. Warning, bah! Boom! Then come on, leave me alone. And I might have to do the last one. I saved it just in case. They might be stupid. But they got shots. No warnings out here. My brother was sitting in the car smoking cigarettes. He walked up dirty. Man, to go to work every day until his man was clean. Waiting to see his daughter graduate. Walk the stage. Walk the stage. Because what they did to him, sitting in the car smoking a cigarette. See, my brother was here. Motherfucker, on that nigga walked up to shot my brother outside his motherfucking head. I was just like that. For what? Took the jury out of his head. For what? Nigga started celebrating his birthday. It was his birthday. He asked me to go with him. I told him I ain't going. I don't go to so long.
I'm supposed to be bring my big brother up, and I like for people to rest easy. And to know that I'm at ease, I act a fool a month. I worked hard for a month to check this. You know, and they knocked on the door, and I said, God, what y'all find out about my brother? So we ain't heard about your brother. My brother. They told me one thing that needs to stop. I told them, okay, I said, we're gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? If it's safe to tell something, or keep something away. Shit that's happening, man, something, you know, I think I'm finna jump on the see some say some program. Might start a campaign in the hood. Why do I say that? Because niggas don't say nothing to shit happening to you. Don't say nothing to your brother out there did for a damn person. Now you want everybody to find a killer person. But did you have something to find a killer person? See, God showed me a thing in my mind, what goes around comes around. You didn't say nothing. You didn't pick up the phone and say, man, I said this. But now you want somebody to do that for you and your family. But you gotta think about what you do, what goes around comes around. Sometimes you gotta see things a whole different way. Had I been with my brother that night, I'd have been too late.